girls, this is Miss Eunia with St. Mary Parish Library. I'm here to read you a story again. Today our story is, Why Does the Crawfish Live in the Mud? Long ago in the waters of the bayou, the crab and the crawfish used to be best friends. That is until one hot, muggy day when Crawfish was feeling more lazy than usual. Crawfish was getting hungry, but he would not budge an inch to find a meal for himself. Then Crawfish heard a loud commotion and saw the crab carrying a fish he had just caught with his claws. Suddenly Crawfish had an envie, the craving for fish, which caused another loud racket in his hungry stomach. And Crawfish rubbed his belly and thought for a moment and said, "Sure is a hot one, eh, Crab?" "That it is," replied Crab, balancing one fish in the claw and wiping the sweat of the hard work from his brow with the other. "That fish sure looks good," said Crawfish. "Yes, indeed it does," said Crab. "Well, I declare you are just too strong to carry such a small fish as that." "A small fish?" asked Crab. "Oh, yes, Shad," replied Crawfish mockingly. "As strong as you are. You probably can't even feel that small, teeny fish you got yourself there. Now, one of those big fish down the bayou would give you a run for your money." "Big fish? Bigger than this one?" "Oh yes, much bigger than that small, teeny, itsy bitsy fish you got yourself there. Boo-coo, much bigger. Now that big fish down the bayou would be some fine eating for you. Yes indeed, some fine eating." Crab looked up at his catch of the day, and suddenly it didn't feel so heavy, and it didn't look so big. Lazy Crawfish laid it on thick again and said, "Of course that small, teeny, itsy bitsy puny fish you got yourself there would be fine eating for a week. Little crawfish like me, but you so big and strong, you need something bigger, much bigger. But c'est la vie, that's life. I guess I'll go get that big fish down the bayou and try to drag it home. I'll probably hurt my back trying." Crab put down his dinner and said, "Oh no, I wouldn't want you to hurt yourself, dear friend Crawfish. Here, you can take my little fish and I'll go down the bayou and get that big fish." "You would do that for me?" asked Crawfish, hiding his devious grin. "Sure I would," said Crab, as he handed his dinner to the crawfish and marched down the bayou. Crawfish had laughed and laughed at the foolish crab. "Ha ha ha, I've outsmarted that silly crab again." He laughed so hard he turned red all over. Then Crawfish ate until he could not eat no more, rubbed his full tummy, and took a long nap in the hot southern sun. Suddenly, Crawfish heard a sound. That sound came again, but this time it was closer and louder. Crawfish woke up from his nap to find an angry crab standing over him, clicking his mighty claws together. Crab yelled, "You lazy, cunning trickster! I walked up and down this bayou looking for that big fish, and I found none." And Crawfish backed up a little because he could tell that Crab was some furious. Crab said, "You played another dirty trick and made me out to be a fool for the last time." And Crawfish backed up a little bit more. He had never seen Crab this angry before. Crab continued, "And to think, I gave you my dinner because I felt sorry for you." The Crawfish backed up a little bit more and, trying to compose himself, said, "Oh, Machette, I'm just a couillon. You know I'm crazy. There's no need for you to be so crabby." Crab replied, "Crabby? Why, I should throw you in the mud for pulling such a dirty trick on me." "Oh no, not the mud. I don't like the mud," said Crawfish. I'll get stuck in the mud and I'll never get out. Anything, oh anything but the mud. Now a frightened crawfish was backing away from Crab so fast and flicking his fan tail so frantically that he unknowingly dug himself into a deep tunnel in the mud and fell into it with a plop. Clouds of mud encircled the tunnel's entrance and the crawfish burrowed inside, and he was hidden from sight. Crab couldn't believe his eyes. Well, I be, what goes around comes around. I guess you've outsmarted yourself this time and got exactly what you deserve. Now the mud will be your home forever. And to this day, the crawfish, also known as the mudbug, lives in the mud to keep away from the angry crab. The end.
Hey guys, this is Miss Tracy with the St. Mary Parish Library, and we're going to do a flannel board for you guys.
5 little ocean friends.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
5 little ocean friends on the ocean floor. The starfish swims away. And now there are 4.
1, 2, 3, 4.
4 little ocean friends living in the sea. The crab slides away. Now there are 3.
Let's count them again. 1, 2, 3.
3 little ocean friends looking for a clue. Glub glub, says the lobster. And now there are 2.
1, 2.
2 little ocean friends not having much fun. Off swam the seahorse. And now there is 1.
Just 1.
1 little octopus sat all alone. Back swims the starfish. Back swims the crab. Back swims the lobster. Back swims the seahorse.
They're all together again. Yay! Alright guys, for our craft today, we're going to make a crab and a crawfish in the mud hole, just like in the book we read with Miss Eunia. Alright, so in your bag, you're going to have a paper crawfish, a paper crab, half of a paper plate, and some brown paper. What you guys need at home with your grown-up is a glue stick and a black crayon or a marker, whatever you can use. First, we're going to take our brown paper and we're going to crinkle it up. Crinkle it really good. Make it nice and bent and messy looking. So this is going to be mud. We're going to make a mud hole. Just like that crawfish got stuck in. Okay, once it's nice and crinkly, stretch it out. You see how wrinkly that is and messy? Now we're going to break it into pieces. Rip it up. This is the fun part. Okay. We want some lumpy, lumpy crawfish mud. Rip it into pieces. Isn't this fun? On the times you get to make a mess on purpose. And Mom and Dad can't fuss because Miss Tracy told you to. Okay guys, we're going to take your paper plate, Get your glue stick with your grown-up, and we're going to put glue all over our plate. All over the whole thing. Okay, then you're going to take our crinkled up brown mud, and we're going to put it all over the plate. But make sure we don't glue over our hole, because our crawfish has to pop up out of that hole. Okay, we can even do this and just stick it where it lands. Wherever you want to put it. Let's try and cover that whole plate. Make it look like mud. So our little crawfish can go hide. Have you guys ever seen crawfish holes in real life outside? They're nice and lumpy, and they build them up high out of the ground. Okay. Now you can take your crab and your crayon, and we're going to give him eyes. We can give our little crawfish an eye too. Give him some eyes so he can see. Alright. Now take your glue stick again. You're going to glue the back of your little crab. And we're going to stick him wherever you want. I'm going to stick him right here in the mud. Remember how he chased that crawfish into the mud hole? We're going to take our crawfish, and he's going to pop up through that mud hole. Looking. Come on out, Mr. Crawfish. Oop! See, he's peeking out of the mud hole. Peekaboo! Oh no, Mr. Crab! Don't hurt me, Mr. Crab! Just like our book. Alright guys, I hope you guys had fun. I hope you made a big mess and enjoyed it. And we'll see you guys next time.